me wanna minya call from one man be a friend Mr. Eric or the CEO for Bike Life. Bike Life ye kuomu ya yenim yenu anu bi a omo de car in a exhibition. Omo so de no enye car. Omo de ni motorbikes. Enye motorbike your friend is saying hygiene ne royal and kitingiti bio. Motorbikes are a year at worth like $40,000, $30,000. Bikes are kesia ne boy den pa. Nti when we are at the four, we are very responsible people in the society. Now, as part of our program, no, now a council, you be kwa bonten akoye advocacy. Ama boys na almost street to swa respectfully. Ebimo elusi omu future out of this drugs are omu take care omu nim the effects of it, no. You be kwa akoye. So last 3 weeks, you call circle. Ye kosi abimu a ye ne omu edi nkomo omu a omu pese omu ko omu krom. Ye tue ebimu lorry fare ye kwohwe ya arrange car e de bimu ekoi doctor fo a omuso volunteer ye eko psyche ebimu ema emwa bia na e wo say de boa as part of the program ye. Now last week and last 2 weeks yeah, because Andra barely 1 week as asem ni see ye no na say omude bikers ni nia no eko the venue of the program no, which is at the Independence Square. Now omu kwotire omu how the program will be arranged. And say, oh, your biker, no, busia for bebabia, oh, bape, a hana bepa car. And now we a biker, mobile rima for. So part of the arrangement, you know, yakoye ninia, and no last day for no, before then, you didn't go Osu Castle, Hornum side, and omukoye meeting. Omuye no movie the call Independence Square. It lasted for barely 15 minutes. And almost say Sundays be omuye exhibition, motor exhibition, what do you call it? N1 so. So almost person almost call na yene boys no enko kasa as to the abuse of drugs in here, which is part of the program. So we went there. Ya call hodom na accident be see. Boy no pray minimum da. Oh, winnim no. Minimum no baby. Guy no pray na mo go hospital no winnim no. Minimum da. Who ne da. Me no angaza mboni me. Ebi onu di oni me what time I kodu woro boss o senior rat challenge so onu de ebi oni ba me de me nimu no me hu no wi ase bibia ada. Now on say na ye advocacy as to the abuse of illegal drugs. So na ye the other side. So when I saw the crowd abo eguba afkono, now I'm saying, no, let me get there and see what is happening. Me kodu woro almost say boy Seneba has been involved in an accident, man. Did not to Kamu Echo Hospital. This was around 5:40, 5:50 thereabout. The Echo Hospital. So maybe you imagine saying Kameko Hospital. So I went in to move my bike. Some call Legon Hospital, knowing that that was the closest proximity in terms of medical health. So be in your emergency. I want to know. See, me kono and I'm saying my friend CEO because one me angasa. Bike Life, no, me said I am a registered member. And you're part of the advocacy I no. And almost you, Jimoto Bako, na yenko, right? So, me friend, no, na me manenya we say, me the bike, no, ko, ako shebo no almost win accident, no. Ti me friend one fa. So me do Legon, no, sorry, Accra Mall. Me make the 10 and I be ras ako, and I'm a call from him. Say, memra na. Boys, no, they do more no. I need to come back. And I'm like, what is it? No, so me to me afraid police, amano. And I know him to be a very emotional person. So certain things, the fact that Ebia obe to me afraid paying Ebia and also obe to me afraid the police for them to come and take charge of it, no. Doesn't mean say you should abuse that opportunity. Okay. Let me calm myself, assess the situation, and if it needs a police, then we can place a phone call. Maybe do one of my boys matter. So I dealt with it and I told them, say, Charlie, you better be a kwakoshe boy, no. And also, Wama boy said didn't kind of kodada. So let's do what actually matters. Me who are they see? I was just told that there's been an accident. One of the guys, you know, is involved out in the hospital. So after roughly 15-20 minutes, and I almost say, "Yeni get it ready, na yenko." But as part of, you know, solidarity, yen to me mbahona asemesi ho. Na yeni movie without nothing. So let's go to the hospital. Now, a home in a mammy say, I'm not Courage Hospital. So we moved from your friend saying Fiesta Royal Traffic one towards the N1 in a Omukofa Atimota one Ekofa Atimota ma 7 overhead and asewo e make a 10 ra Atimota inside one maybe o ma ye astrotef bi no Eko dani omo wo ko ye hon na kakra na me no omo ya na misuru and that accident na esi kranti e ya pe no makodi enim na makopa na me hwe de omo ye ni bi. So they moved far forward. Yeah, call Ridge Hospital, Aqua boy. You do Tesano police station. And one of the boys, Epija Motono, because I was at the others also Tesano police station. Almost that concrete block, you know, it divided quite into two.
That's right.
And see, Mimi Jina, this side. And a boy need motor no back crash. Motor is by 6. Hey. Pim inti Obia from the member sorry, if you say any rough. Tale we pra mu okay my so we mu yeso we mu obi an sorry nti me bi so obi no e na me hu se nsuo na mensa ho na boy ba ko say boss Raf it be like you hurt too me share na me pra na me say tale omo ma yenko right so me tira motorbike na so no and I realized say no and yes something I can use my hand to ride again besides not the crotch of the bike no ebu nti you will need more effort to be able to hold the crutch nti one of the guys enter bike no na yenko. Don't forget, me say time I need a call after that minute riding through Achimota Kwano that way no. You find say 15-20 minutes any they making all those ride no. That time you know the boy in a hospital that. And my bike has no been a don't call into more. Yeah movie any could do one no. Nobody that I can confirm any demo to ride inside oh. Me ankasa if almost CCTV footage almost from Rabontain. Who about the rager? On your left side, that was where Omurai, our Mukopaki motorbikes. No, Mimi call for na many Omuko. They all parked outside. So I walked. The police for no more station on that time. No, also oh baby Rema, Omu was some gate Ketwabi. So that me far inside. So one girl called a friend say, Yefa, right? It's the police for no more. If there is a CCTV footage, I showed the entrance of the hospital now. That I was working with 3 guys. No, we are much concerned with. Oh, Charlie, we could go make them attend to you. So you know, meaning so producers able to me the boy now or share me no atuswa. When I entered, and I'm saying, Charlie, can somebody come and attend to me, please? I'm hurt. And the guy said, oh, please, we come to attend you to now. So we laughed as boys. And Oka said, Charlie, boss, Okadu. And I went on Okacha and said, go and sit down at the trauma place for no. Until me got now. Me got now, many of one or mutu nyani etu a yedim komo. And a boy and a sound so bad, no mubim. Or by Okacha and say, a day they see I'm telling Charlie, many problem, mum share mum pepe pa, then mamma munjai, a day they see, when we are, we can attend to that. And no beside me card no matter, I'm so much. That time, you may driver's license. And the amount one of the guys are now all boy no more than a accident a room one. Say onje, no kwaje me card and remy. Minim, sir, your friend is saying, me whom camera ni. Sir, a papaya, yes, on the secretary to Ghana registered nurses dia or namo kase na makonomo red the name boy Sibina ye buy me you very much sure say no match video na we who say me kwaje card no nti e na omu gina so say oba no e na yesi onkwankwaje card
o nti kwaje card no
the card no me producer betumi dia to so confirm to so
e won rage wa
me masanya ma mu producer nko betumi dia to
nti enya mpasa okoi wanje card
oh me what read the card that me Jane on the 17th. Okay. That dano.
Into J card.
Me J card.
All right.
Established.
Okay, that's established.
Me J card. Now, card in some more cano. Guy now almost we prada ono. And hono na that conversation, and they didn't know that I have other evidences. And Sabrina ni ampuna me ma live. Na me here live pia.
Oh.
Sabrina ni ani etonia na me here live pia. Inti ehonu na ye di nkomo no ina that lady here o claim to have been assaulted ono na that video no so no mu hwe TV na ono na da so no na hwe nye no ono kra na pie ba ndo pie ba ye no na o ma lock room no e mo begina gate na no inti me dia o me ka se nia no na o gina ho inti ehonu na lady ba ko epie e wo inside wo de o ka se mumpe info di musika wi a na mo ba hospital na ka se mo nkoto nyoma na mo di blame ba be maye no eno na ono bisa oba e be ka say can I see your palm? Can you turn around? Na when you no so your status me na can I see your palm? Mo mpe bibi me padi ma me.
Oh, to that time ni na we pra.
Me pra obi an hwe me. Inti on no say o ma me hwe ajaye, no say run inside. So she went inside and omo to dining. So omo say no omo di nkomo no. One of the ladies no so say green, e pie ba abonten. O pie ba abonten no so be ye the girl ba ko ne ye na bia. And I'm say ah, na dey be taxes so nzire ma me hwe won sane ma me danu say to am. And on so go run inside. Right?
So how many minutes are we praying? No, be am share war rage.
That time,
about 20 minutes.
Ne, bro, roughly 25 minutes going.
All right.
Right? So that time, you know, boy, no, right? No, the girl, no, bako, the also we pray. Buy, into no buy, no, maybe say a girl, no, no, dinner, on say, I did the same nation, no, see we pray, no, say, or barbe shame. Inti onu try na go inside ekwofa agos na omu se bi ni woni yenkoto bi mla no onu ko fe ba ko bai no say me fanto me nsa no so at the moment in fact say e ka say obi attend to obi a minim how they explain that because obra me gos wa mehwe me me fanto so na me fa me nsa to se na be ya moja na emba na the lady na oba second ebe ka say men na ne mensa no nhwe na me bisa ne ah na de be taxes nsu ni no onu nso ba ho no mbia na okita plaster say men fan tale so instead of mensa na me de beto so no enti me de mo hwe me video ba ko na mensa no ye de plaster atale ho na mete wo ah me ka kire o mu kra say tale say ya na ti o boy na o mu say o mu nhwe no because enti me ni o mu ayete wo no na edi nkomo e ka say nduro bi mpo o mu say o mu de attend to him no say ye call keesi ansa ne akonye bi na ye ni bibia esenka emergency ward
na bi o here say no rage asem na wo kan say dro
ebi ni o
be hwe nipa na we pre na
ba
je mo call kan shi
eno na girl ne ko kan say mo mpanyimfo ni wia musika wia na mo be kan tie o na me yi phone say asem na kan no na me record ye hia evidence ntu de ka na afi de me record ma
ho na de wo live ne ba ye
ehoni na me start live no
okay
ehoni ye part of evidence medical kasa after the medical and professional negligence no intika and I even stated mu say if there is a challenge I will go through you voice it out so that we will be able to address it as advocates na say betumi you say impayinphobia ya catch am say we muni ade a omo hospital no omo fam ntimo mo because ye de ne say yes ye be kasa straighten the system no ehonum no omu nia no obi ehun se camera sisi no lady ya o claim say aboni because say or the gods in the brain no there was that I mean relationship or the nsa club be ball me phone no say stop the recording into the boss we no ka say ye dina anum nia kra ye ye dede on boys yi koba na omu kobe nia no na me sika kra ye na me se da bi nya abotre na hwehwe na ebia na atoa baby o kona wo ba no. So there was no instance that girl no come any provocating argument to be anything that could trigger say me dem nsabeka no. There was nothing. Enu free one ni na me nya live o. Inti enu mu no na me de phone no say me bottom me record the conversation na e so e wo word ho. Enya which I have it. Now me ye na me tie nsem o mo kania no and na nurse for no gu a omu ye omodwuma boys no omo de boy ni din kai hospital no remember me minim guy no I don't know him from Adam but boys no omo de call hospital no they keep going in coming out na me kra me catch omo say omo calm me down they would attend to it mu da ma me na no da ne bana so no ne bansa so no I had all those videos and those are things that I may cover just to speak about some of these things that it's unprofessional and inhumane. Say ye be man nipa ma me penyina ni tiri hu dwena ye fita na say even mpampo ina bi ni ho ana ye ni stature aye betumi de atoso say ye nya time mpom me share na ana ye assess na obetumi afiri na nano nsa so na wada stature no so ana
ante na nya ma me mom na kuta na nana na mo na nana mo
ne nana akola na kita ma me penyini that and so call back and forth eba and I had all those recordings ni nya ye nyoma na me cha right Reach hospital and because they say now this medical asemo omo say bleach of people's privacy near them. You can't put cameras on them.
Okay.
Right? Unless a criminality is being perpetrated.
Okay.
When there is a criminality being perpetrated, some law of breaching privacy, no, I don't think say just say yenya law ye bi no be chechire mu. Only now who catch me say me ba ufie, which is your private residence. I am not even allowed to take selfie without your consent. Because it's your private place.
That's right.
But when me ba ufie, now who bo here and I want you to say, oh yeah, me bo tu I have every right say me wo kwan bi to me as an evidence.
That's right.
I am not bleaching any protocols of that. Embassies ain't allowed to be taking photos. But when there is a criminality being perpetrated in an embassy, you have every right as a Ghanaian to do whatever it takes to have an evidence of proof.
That's correct.
So when me Pia Montana, boy sene ba aku hu me, said that video no betumi dey atoswa. E no obisa me say, "Oh, Bosu Raf, they don't attend to you yet." No, let me quote him right. They finished with the dressing. And I say, Charlie, do not do nothing. No. And I all refer me to me buy and I me catch almost say, "Omumpie." No one patient, you know. That be why I dey tell you say these people it be pressure than they need. But could give them pressure.
Guy in the casa.
A video.
Okay.
So a honum ena ye did up no. That time they na phone kitobi and all recording. So I had to take the phone and enter inside the hospital. Mirror inside the BM no. Ena me call trauma room honum ni BM.
Maybe a branch at
the say me kwa because now one guy day if you want me pie say tale the boy no ewu nti on video ni mu no na mo compress no sa bre no na nurse for bi gina station no why say obi say on more than inside na moto mo say e gina ho in the video. So sa bre ni mu no and I'm like, what is this? So can somebody do something? Obi nye bibi ye tell my boy newu. No, at this point evidence now on my phone also no can be doctored. And I'm a boy. So me to me I can say what editing what you baby there say baby. So let me go live so that say baby to boy now there will be an evidence of proof.
Okay.
Me quiet live nimpo no. Central ekegu. Any ese okọ ho, any ese we nja ye obi a because ono pe na e Ghana ni na sa kwa no me I just don't me na me be suit here me say ye. Me say for a reason no. Yes, say, I'm so my way, no say shoot and it is only answer.